Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shama, and on today's video we are going to talk about something. I'll tell you about that later. But I just want to introduce to my new specs, and I hope it's looking good. For the first time I'm using specs while making a video, so here it is. So it's 31st December, and I'm already wishing all of you a very happy new year. Please do keep up your hopes and aspirations alive. And so on today's video, we are going to talk about some book tags of 2023. I know many of you must not know about book tags or tags in the first place. So book tags are some of the titles we are going to give to some books I have read this year. It's like the most disappointing books or the favorite cover, just like that. So here we go with the first tag. So the first book tag is most disappointing book of the year. I cannot tell you how much disappointing a book can be. While I was reading before I go to sleep, it literally spoiled my New Year vibe of 2023. The book was so annoying. I mean, what the hell was happening in that book? I could not just get it. They were trying to put some suspense and thriller elements, but I don't think they could done that in a good way. So I just hated that book like anything. The next book tag we have favorite book couple of the year. So there is this book I was reading called The Stationery Shop in Tehran. I have already talked about that book a lot in my previous videos. So there was that couple, Roya and Bahman. Those people are just the couple. Those are made for each other. I absolutely love their chemistry, the way they sacrificed each other, the way they have been kept apart from each other. The whole story is very interesting, and it was really appealing to everybody who's going to read the book. I absolutely love that couple and the chemistry they have between themselves. So I think those were my favorite couple. The next book tag we have is favorite protagonist of the year. Hands down, Jude from A Little Life is my favorite protagonist. First thing, we relate to those people who has some sad background and sad stories, and like everybody, I could not relate to him, but I can just understand what he was going through throughout the novel. It was really sad. I mean, you can be the saddest while you are reading the book. It's so it's so heart wrenching, and you can just throw away the book. How much pain Jude has to go through in his life. That's why I sympathize with him, and that is the reason I love that character so much. The next book tag is a book that surprised you. So I was doing this 7 books in 7 days challenge, as you already know. During that time, I read a book called A Story of a Long Distance Marriage. Trust me, I was not expecting much that from the book, but it was really amazing. I'm saying really amazing because the story was really moving, a page turner, and it actually taught me a lot about marriage and relationship in general. So I loved that book, and that surprised me like anything. So the next book tag is new authors you discovered this year. So there are two authors I have discovered this year, and I absolutely fell in love with their writing. First is Alka Joshi. I read Henna Artist by her this year, and I have got another book, The Perfumist of Paris, from the recent book fair. And the second author is Akshat Gupta. You know that I have been reading the series of Hidden Hindu, and his writing style may not be up to the mark, but the storytelling and narrative is very good, and the informations he puts in his books are very informative and amazing. That's why I love these two writers in this year. Okay, there is another writer. I already have read her short story collection, but this year I read one of her novels, and one of the best ones. It's Margaret Atwood, and I love the way she writes, man. I mean, how beautifully a writer can write. She is just amazing. So the next book tag is happiest read of the year. So the happiest read of the year goes to the A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. Honestly, Frederick Backman is a very good writer, and I would love to read more of him. If we talk about A Man Called Ove, it's very heartwarming, it's very heart wrenching, it's very funny, it's very emotional. Everything you'd find in this novel, and the romance, the relationships, the friendship, whatever is there is just so amazing, and it's a page turner, and you would feel very happy from within when you are reading the book. So that's why this is one of the favorite reads of the year, I would say. So the next book tag is most frustrating read of the year. uh, I don't want to talk about it, but I will. It was last January when I was reading the book called Laila by Colin Hoover. Personally, I like what Colin Hoover writes, but this book was such a disappointing thing, and also I did not like it, and it was really frustrating because she has done some soul exchange stuff and such supernatural elements. That was like ridiculous things she has written in that book. And I remember reading a portion while I was so frustrated that I literally threw the book away, and that's why I did not like it at all. One of the worst reads of the year. I The next book tag is longest book I read this year. So the longest book I read this year is A Little Life, which is basically not little. It's of 730 pages, and the book is actually very long, and sometimes it gets really boring. But at least I could read something too long. It almost took me 3 to 4 months to complete the book, and in between I have read other books too. So that's the longest book I have read this year. So the next book tag is shortest book of the year. Obviously, the shortest book of the year goes to Gitanjali by R.N. Tagore. Um, it's a collection of poem, and those poems are really really good. It was touching, and when you are connected to divinity, I think you would feel these poems from the bottom of your heart. Obviously, Rabindranath Tagore is one of the best writers of India, and I appreciate him. I absolutely like him so much. So that's it. So the last book tag is favorite cover of the year. So there are competitions. So I had to put three books in the list. First is The Henna Artist. Second is The Handmaid's Tale, and the third is Kunti. Though these three covers are like, oh my god, इतना सुंदर कौन बनाता है कवर्स को. It was really amazing, and it felt really good to hold those books in your hands, and you just appreciate the cover before you start reading the book. And I loved three of those covers. There is no competition, it's a tie, and I love them all. So that's it for today, and all I can say is a very happy and prosperous new year to all of you and your family. May this year brings all the things you have desired for, and may you fulfill all your dreams this year. And I'm very happy to be here and talking to you people. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting me throughout. And I'm very grateful for 2023 made me open this channel and reach out to you people. I hope you like this video and subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and family if there is anyone who is a book lover. So that's it from my side. Bye.